Hi, Madonna here, and this is Joy, and I just wanted to show what stress can do to the energy circuits in the body and how kinesiology can be used to time track to a time when there was stress, so that when you are trying to heal something from the past, kinesiology gives you that tool to be able to go back and say, okay, so in relation to this stress that's creating an emotional charge in the body, anger or pain or wanting to run away or tears or whatever, then you can actually go back and help to heal. So it's just checking with Joy, and there's a few really good things. So pulling on the big toe, that's the flexor hallucis longus, so that relates to the adrenal energy, which is doing well. And I checked survival switching, deep survival and hidden deep survival, which is all doing well. And then I also checked the celestial circuit, which is doing well. But there was a particular instant, and once again, this is my little spot up here on the right shoulder. It's like a video recorder, so it's like recording what we're chatting about. I know it's weird, but it's cool. So basically, a couple of weeks ago, there was something that Joy psyched herself up to do, and the person involved was someone she loves a lot, but she knew it was going to anger him. Is that about right? So she didn't sleep the night before. The shoulders have been playing up since. There's been a lot of tension in the back, so I've just been massaging for half an hour. But I just thought I'd ask the body about that time from a few weeks ago and see whether there's any emotional charge to it still. So that's basically what we're going to check. So we saw that everything was locking a moment ago. So now let's have a look, just for fun. So once again, pulling on the big toe energy. So once again, hold up nice and strong, and there it goes. So hold up, so the memory of that incident instantly starts making the adrenals start to be heightened with stress hormones. Hold up for me, that one's okay, that's survival switching. And going in underneath, for deep survival, hold, and then we'll also do hidden deep survival, hold, yeah, okay. And the other thing is the celestial circuit. So this is beginning and end points of the central and governing meridians. And hold. Okay, so that's unlocking, which means the center of gravity isn't working, which means it's to do with the connection between the conscious and unconscious. In other words, your brain just whipped into unconscious stress, fight, flight, that sort of thing, rather than consciously going, it's going to be okay. Because, of course, with insomnia, there's a lot of, luckily you can read while you're asleep, but it's the doing of the act.
I don't read when I'm asleep. I haven't put a light on.
So the center of gravity in relation to that incident, it's off to the right. So it's the doing of the act. So, what you had to do that threw your body into chaos. So you knew you had to do it, but it wasn't balanced to doing it. And it was creating that, no, I'm a doing person, I'm going to do this, it doesn't matter what the consequences are. And luckily her hubby forced her to do it as well, and it ended up being a good thing, by the way. But there was a bit of stress involved. I'm sure you've all been there where you have to confront someone in your family, and it wasn't even quite like that, but it was sort of like that. Anyway, it created some stress. Ended up being okay, but nonetheless, energetically, it's still in there, creating some issues. And the shoulders, you've heard of Louise Hay? Do you know Louise Hay?
I think she's a cook.
No, that's Donna Hay. So Louise Hay is about energy, so she's sort of the sort of chick who says things like, if your feet hurt, it might be because you're not standing on your own 2 feet, or if your knees hurt, it's hard to move forward, or, so she puts all these energy and emotional connections to different things.
Not someone I've read.
Yeah, okay.
I go more towards novels.
Yeah, no, this definitely is not a novel. Well, she sort of talks about the shoulders and how they're about carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and that sort of thing. So that energy behind physical pain. And funnily enough, I did a session this morning with someone who, she's very, very much into spiritual and emotional healing, and she's had this pain in her legs for a little while. So I did a balance, and before I started doing the balance, I checked about 20 muscles in the lower part of the body and nothing was working. So the adductors, the gracilis, the sartorius, the glute medius, the glute maximuses, there was quadriceps, hamstrings, gluteus, so a whole wad of the lower body muscles just weren't working. Then went and did a whole bunch of spiritual stuff, some chakras, some meridians, a whole bunch of past stuff from her early childhood, and then came back and all of the muscles were up and running really strong. And I said to her, after 23 years, that still impresses me. It's still fun. And again, hold. Okay, so that's rebooted the celestial circuit. So let's check the chakras. No, it's not a chakra thing. Oh, hello. No, 8th chakra's showing up. It's underneath the bottom of the feet. So that is about feeling grounded, safe and secure. Probably not quite how you feel when you're going into a situation like that.
I always feel grounded. I'm always ready to hit any bastard that attacks me.
And hold up for me, yeah. So that one is a combination of the 8th chakras, the adrenal glands, and the sphenoid bone, and that's an unlock, which means, so when we're stressed, quite often the sphenoid bone will actually shift. Do you get eye pain at all? You're not an eye pain girl, are you?
Not usually, not unless I get shampoo in them or...
Yeah, right. And
I do have dry eyes and sometimes have to put eye drops in my eyes so I can get out of bed because they won't open up.
Yeah, right. But
that's not pain. That's just a pain in the arse.
So there was some emotional gear in there. Let's have another look. Oh, okay. So once again, I'm just going to hold up. So this is more the foot proprioceptors. So the foot proprioceptors on the bottom of the feet are sort of like reflexology, but not quite. It's certainly not as specific as reflexology. But what I do is just gently touch the bottom of the foot, and we had an unlock, which means that when you're standing on your feet, you're not automatically switching on all the muscles to the lower part of your body. So this is just turning on reflex points. So it's just a firm massage going out from... Do you get foot pain? I don't remember. Oh, just that little spot on the side of your foot.
You just found a bit there, but I can't imagine that must have been probably something. And obviously where I broke the little toe over there, that sometimes gives me a bit of curry.
From a few months ago?
At the show, yeah.
Yeah.
Early September. I mean, I'm sure it must be better by now, but where I imagine two bones meet, round about there.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to give a little stretch and wiggle. And in the top, if these little spots are sore, it indicates poor lymphatic.
Not usually.
So they're not sore. No, they're pretty good actually. They don't feel congested either. Okay, so let's see if we've... And hold, and hold. Beautiful. Okay. Now, because of the stress and because of the shoulder stuff that was going on, I'm just going to check this little muscle on the inside of the shoulders. So the pec minor, because when we're in stress, sometimes it will shorten, and it's about keeping us safe again. So like you say, you're happy to punch anyone in the nose if you need to. Hold up. So that's not locking, and so hold up for me.
Back to boxing classes.
Yeah, boxing would be good. Release that energy. So we need to do a release on both of the pec minors. So I'm pushing the shoulder back towards the table. Breathe in, breathe out, and lift your shoulder towards me. That's it. And breathe in and relax. Breathe out and lift. And breathe in and relax. Breathe out and lift. And hold. And breathe in. Breathe out and lift up. And breathe in, breathe out and lift up. And breathe in, breathe out and lift up. So that's a PNF stretch for the shoulders. And hold up. And hold up. Good. And I'm going to see if there's any emotional gear stored in the amygdala around the shoulders. I'll tell you what it means in a sec. Yeah, right. So in the shoulders, energetically, there's some frustration and anger in there. So we'll just release. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Has your
Does let it go mean the same as let it be?
yeah. Actually, did you hear the story with Paul McCartney when he said that to James, what's his name? James Corden, the karaoke carpool guy? Well, apparently his mum was saying to him in a dream, you know, when the fame was hitting, you know, just let it be, Paul, let it be. And he woke up out of his dream and he thought, let it be, that's a nice thing, let it be.
I was thinking of some person that used to sing, some religious body that I think he might have, wasn't Billy Graham, but somebody that used to sing and probably also do come to Australia and do religious camps. I don't know what they did.
Oh, okay.
That used to sing, let it be, let it be.
Yeah, that's the Paul McCartney song. That's the Beatles song.
Oh, it was somebody else's before his.
No, he wrote it. Paul McCartney wrote Let It Be. Oh, you must be thinking another Let It Be song. I'm sure there's a million songs out there called Let It Be. Because Paul McCartney definitely wrote the Beatles song Let It Be.
And I actually got the tune close enough.
Well, it was close enough to make me think, well, that's the Beatles song. Which is pretty impressive now that you say that. Okay. Okay, so let's just have another look. So once again, thinking about that stress from a few weeks ago. I know this is just a little short balance, but just thinking about that stress from a few weeks ago. So once again, rechecking the adrenal glands, hold. And once again, the flexor hallucis longus in the feet. It's the first muscle to get tight when we're stressed. It's all about standing our ground. Hold. That one's survival switching.
Standing in the blue corner.
Yeah. And hold. And deep survival. And hold. Beautiful. So that's just sort of showing how the emotional gear can be accessed. So initially all of those things were locking. Then we thought about the stuff from a few weeks ago. Things fell apart, left, right and centre. Done a little bit of a hippie balance and now it's up and running. So, let it be. Thanks everyone. See you soon.